2011 Chevy Silverado. That is a spare tire holder. I had to cut it down because it's seized and it will not move, even though it was greased like a year and a half ago. Cable was greased anyways. This won't turn at all. So you see how this bolt is. It may snap off, but it might have a welded nut on the back. Not sure. And I think it just hooks up top, but there's just one bolt on it, so that won't be too bad. Okay, new one. Got it off Amazon. Didn't even come with a bolt. So this matches mine. Put the old one against it, looks good. And if I can read this still, 15 mil that bolt head is. All right, there's a ton of rust up here, so gotta wear face shield glasses in case it gets beyond the face shield. Right there. Perfect shot. Comes right out. All right, old one, new one. Looks pretty close. And the bolt even survived, so that's good. I'm gonna throw some red Loctite on that. And if you're really curious, 13 millimeter 12-point socket. That seems to be about the closest. Just a little. I tried that on here, but it, as you can see, I spun it out, so seems to fit pretty good on this one. This might get noisy, so cover your ears. Getting rust in my ear. Not coming down right. Probably grinding it right down would be better, but that's okay. And I just happen to have a little bit of bed liner, easy liner left. Barely anything in there, but just enough to put a little coating on there. And that's all I had. That'll do. Let that dry a bit and then I'll bolt that sucker back on again. Okay, they give you this little reminder too. The winch has been set. Don't raise the winch for the first use. So don't raise this at all. Do not idle the winch during descent to avoid jamming. The winch must be loaded with weight to lower, otherwise it cannot work. So you pull it down by hand and lower it down, put the tire on it, winch it back up. Okay, I'm going with red Loctite. Like that. It'll come off with a big impact, but I don't intend on taking it off. Alright, moment of truth. Moment of truth is that I knocked the camera over. Okay, second try. Oh, it's just swinging right in front of the camera, eh? Alright, well that seemed fairly simple. Now I gotta crank this thing down with some weight on the bottom here until I can get the tire in there. And then crank it up. It looks like everything's lined up. I took the plastic tube out of here last time because it was dislodged from it all anyway, so that was just more or less a guide. Alright, to get this down I'm just using that 12.13 and I'll be hanging on this thing for some weight and get it down low enough to get the tire on. I need another inch of that. There we go. Just like that. Now I gotta crank this thing up. Alright, for those of you that haven't even got this far, there's the keyhole. So nobody can steal your tire. Well, it just pops out. And then you look down the hole and you see the crank. So what I have now is just a 2-foot 3/8 extension with that 12.13 mil socket on there. So I'm just going to run it in there until I line it up. Might have to look underneath, but I don't, because I don't have that sleeve in there anymore, but we're going to try. And you can see where I don't have the line-up sleeve anymore, so just got to get it on there like that. Now I'm ready to crank the tire up. And the 2-foot comes out enough to use a ratchet. Okay, tire is snugged up all the way around in there. So I don't know, I'm guessing it might be a good idea after a few kilometers to check it again, but it's been there pretty solid. Unlike my muffler, I gotta replace that bracket. And to get these back in there, there's a little slot there you'll see. And there'll be a slot inside there. So you just gotta line it up with the slot. Which I can't see while I have the camera there, so it's straight up on the top. There you go. Push it in, locker, good to go. There's one last thing. I won't be using this for lowering it if I have to. I'll be using the one in the truck. So this was just for here. It's easier than going in the truck and pulling the thing out. Alright, so I don't know if this video is useful to anybody, but it might be. I just remind you I'm not a mechanic. First time doing this, so seemed to be alright. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for watching.